Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook, and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again, bringing to you a very special unboxing and review of a very, very special watch. As you, pardon me, as you've seen from the title already, it is, ta-da, a Patek Philippe, or Patek. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Patek Philippe, Patek Philippe. I think it's Patek, so we'll just go with that. Those of you who are watching this video know what Patek Philippe is. They are a watchmaker that needs no introduction. For those of you who don't, Patek Philippe is a very, very, very high-end watch. Considered by many watch experts and watch collectors to be one part of the holy trinity of watchmakers, Patek being one, Audemars Piguet being another, and the final one being Vacheron Constantin, whatever. Those three are considered the very highest end of the watchmaking spectrum. I was able to get a hold of one of these today from a collector who wishes to remain anonymous. This is a slightly older watch. I think this is circa 2015 or 16, so about 5 or 6 years old as we film this in 2021. Very simple packaging. You have nice high quality outer box, very nice piano polish, inner wood box with the famous Patek Calatrava cross in the wood. A little push button to open the lid. Of course, you have the Patek Philippe logo on the underside. You get a pusher tool, which becomes important in a minute. I'm not going to take it out because it's dug in there pretty good. Let me just get that out of the way, and let's introduce you to what was called in my research, what was called a last of breed Patek Philippe dress sports watch. This is the Patek Philippe 6000G-012. The 6000 line was introduced in the early 2000 teens as a black dial, and later the 012 was introduced as a blue dial, and this is one of those. Fantastic looking watch. You can see the Calatrava cross is recreated in the deploy clasp, which you can see here. Beautiful, beautiful watch. Just fantastic watch to behold. Very simple, considering that Pateks can be very complex. They can have multiple complications. I've seen them with day, date, month, year, leap year, perpetual calendar, moon phase complication, all in the same watch, and all in a case that's not much bigger than this. So the artisans at Patek really know how to cram a lot of stuff into a watch case and make it not only beautiful to behold, but wonderfully accurate to work with, and the decorating on the movement is fantastic. This is one of their automatics. As you can see, it has what's called a microrotor. The advantage of the microrotor is obviously you can actually seeing the movement much better. It's not covered up by a large rotor that takes up half or more of the real estate. You can see the engine turn base plate. You can see the escapement. You can see the train of gears. You can see the Geneva stripes or Côte de Genève on the bridges. It's a watch that is as attractive to look at from the backside as it is from the front. You can see that dimple right there, that pusher. That's what this pusher is for. It's used to set the radial date, which is down here, indicated with a half moon, red half moon pointer. Obviously, today being the 19th, March 19th, as I shoot this. You have a small seconds at the 4 o'clock position. And you can see that there's, even though this is a very simple two-hander with a small seconds and a date complication, there is a lot going on in the dial. You have on the outer track, you have the days of the month. On the middle track, you have the hours of the day, and on the inner track, you have the minute indicators all lined up concentrically. So, and everything is very symmetrical. Very, you can see how the 12 lines up with the 31, lines up with the 12 o'clock on the minute track. The 3 lines up with the 3 on the minute track. The 9 lines up with the 9. Everything lines up very well, and it's just a beautiful watch. It's very nice blue. I'm not sure the camera lights are going to, such as the light. You can see there is a sunburst in the middle. Hopefully the camera picks that up. Very nicely done strap. It's a little small for me. You can see why I've sized it. It's using the third hole on the strap for the deploy. Could be a little longer. It makes it hard to tuck the tail of the strap in. You have to kind of line it up like that. There, you have to line it up with the first keeper and then lock it down. It's not a very big watch, as you can see on my 7.25-inch wrist. You can see that the dial of the watch is very small comparatively, but with the extended lugs, it wears a little bigger. So you can see on the down the barrel shot on my wrist, you can see that the lug width covers the top of my wrist very nicely. And the overhead shot, you can see how it fits. Wears beautifully. It's not a light watch, even though the size sort of defies the heft of the watch, owing to the material that it's made out of, which we'll go over in a minute. So, this is high-end stuff. This is the Patek is the one everyone supposedly everyone chases, Patek. This is the one everyone strives for. When you've finally bought one of these, you've paid a significant amount of money. You've probably waited quite a bit of time to get a hold of it. This is beyond a Grail watch to me. This is an achievement watch. This is a watch that marks something. It means something when you get it. Usually these watches are not, I've seen a lot of Patek watches around. They're all usually very subtle. They don't beat you over the head with what they are for the most part. I mean, not compared to, say, a bejeweled Rolex that has jewels all around the bezel and all up and down the lugs and on the indices. That's not this kind of watch. I believe my friend Random Rob or someone in our little Watchaholics group coined the phrase stealth wealth. And they were referring, actually, they were referring to a G-Shock, a certain model of G-Shock. But this, to me, is the ultimate example of stealth wealth because it just doesn't scream um, uh, its value, its precious materials, and so on. But it does show it off to good advantage. I just love looking at the movement of this watch. It really, really is beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful design movements I've ever encountered. I have my little sheet of facts here. The vital statistics, so you can learn more about this very, very unique watch. As I said, this is the Patek Philippe model 6000G012. The G012 denotes that it is the blue dial with the matching blue strap. All the case and the clasp, including the Calatrava cross, and this part here are all 18 karat white gold. Actually, they call it gray gold, but for these purposes of this, it is a white gold um, case. It was released by Patek to be the last of the 37 millimeter cases. After this watch was released, subsequent designs from Patek Philippe were 39 millimeter cases. So this is a last of breed watch, according to Patek. It is a part of the Calatrava lineup. It uses a caliber 240 movement. I believe you can see that on this bridge here. Yep, you can. It is a 240 PSC. The PS stands for Petites Seconds. And I know there's a French version of saying it, but I don't speak French, so it's Petites Seconds, owing to these small seconds here. And the C is for calendrier, or calendar, obviously referring to the date track on the outermost of the dial. So it is a 240 PSC, Petite Second Calendrier movement. 27 joules, and it is as you can see, a microrotor. The microrotor, as I said, allows you to have the convenience of an automatic movement, yet still being able to hold true to their pocket watch heritage in terms of the design of the bridges, and allows the owner to be able to see the movement and enjoy its beauty. 37 millimeter diameter case. It's a little on the small side for me, but not too bad, owing to the 44.5 lug to lug, 44.5 millimeter lug to lug. It is a wide watch, as you saw on my wrist shot. It does wear very wide. It is a 20 millimeter lug width, and it is only 9 millimeters thick. It does have quick release spring bars, so it can be, it does make strap changes relatively easy. It is not swimmable. It is only a 30-meter water-resistant watch. It could get wet, a little splash of rain here and there. Definitely not a swimming watch. I would not take this even just to dunk into a swimming pool just to cool off. Just wouldn't risk it, considering what these watches cost. It just wouldn't be prudent. No. As you see, it has the radial dial and the small seconds. The crystals, front and rear, are both sapphire. There is a very slight dome to the top crystal. The bottom crystal is flat. The strap is alligator, and it is Patek Philippe. You can see it is a signed strap. Genuine. Whoops. Wait a minute. So what does that say there? Patek Philippe Genève. Okay. And I don't know what the P is for. Whatever. Does it really matter? I don't know what that says. It doesn't matter. It's probably French or Swiss. Could be both. Could be either. Could be neither. I don't know. Two languages, folks. Remember, English, bad English. You can probably see that there are stampings on the underside of the lugs. Like that one says AU 750. That denotes gold. There are hallmarks on the other lugs as well. I'm not exactly sure what they mean. They are usually Patek hallmarks to help denote specific things about the watch. But I was very happy to be able to get my hands on this. Oh yeah, signed crown, of course, with the Calatrava cross. I was very happy to get my hands on this watch. It's just a beautiful piece. I'm a big fan of blue watches, as you know. Um, and the watch is just beautiful. It wears well. It presents well. It's a bit of a it's a bit of a smudge monster. I mean, this thing just seems to attract fingerprints. Um, Beautiful polish, very nice uniform polish across the flanks, across the bezel on the back. I like the way the even the case back, the exhibition case back, has kind of a bolt looking pattern on there. It just everything about this watch just screams high quality, great, great piece, well worth the money that it costs to buy one of these things. You own one of these things, you definitely own something very special. And I was very happy to get a hold of one of the watches of the Holy Trinity. I don't know when or if I would be able to get my hands on an Audemars or a Vacheron, but I will try my best. Now that I've gotten a hold of one of these three Trinity watches, I would like to get a hold of another one. But obviously, those are videos for another day. Meanwhile, we're going to wrap this video up with my usual requests. First of all, please give me that thumbs up on the video. That does help the channel. It does help make the channel more searchable. And when it does appear on a search by one of you guys, the more likes a video has, the higher up on that search it will appear. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to post links to bad places on the internet, if you're going to be a little troll and you're going to post garbage in the comments section, any of that kind of thing, I'm just going to delete the comment and I'm going to block the poster. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found me. I have lots of other videos to look at. I have some really, really fine watches that I've videoed over the years. Most I've owned, some I've had loaned in. I definitely make note of that in the video so you know what's what. Watch as many as you want. I have videos on watches, cars, sports, commentary, humor. All I ask is that after you're done watching, before you leave, please click that subscribe button. And when you do, click the bell icon next to it so that when I upload new content, you will be alerted to that. Or when I go live, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Or when other times during the week, when time and opportunity present themselves, you will be alerted to that as well. I got to put this back on, guys, before I click off. I just have to put this back on and end with this beauty on my wrist. I mean, this is just one of the most beautiful watches I've ever put on my wrist. It really is. It's simple. It's elegant. It makes a statement. And it actually tells really good time too. So everything you want in a watch and nothing you don't. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe out there. Be careful. See you in the next video.